right. Well, thank you again for joining us here at Traders Village. It's our honor that you are joining us here today. My name is Brian Billick. I'm the marketing manager here at Traders Village. What we're doing today is a check presentation. The check is money that we raised through our Santa Claus photos this past year. All the money, we always take a portion of the proceeds from the photos that people pay for the photo packages that come and take Santa Claus photos. We always take a portion of that proceeds and we give it back to the community. This year we have chosen a organization that is not only an incredible organization that does a lot of work with a lot of families here in San Antonio, but it's certainly definitely near and dear to my own heart. The organization that we chose is Teed Off at Cancer. This organization is they work with pediatric children and their families that are suffering from cancer. And what they do is help those parents and the families in so many ways it's not even funny. They help them financially with hope bags. When a patient comes into the hospital initially, 90% of the time when a family comes into and be diagnosed with cancer, they're completely taken by surprise. They don't know what's happening. They came with nothing because they weren't expecting a cancer diagnosis. And so what T-Bone and his organization does is come in with hope bags and provides these families with things that they need. Things that toiletries, blankets, gift cards, that sort of thing. So it is something that you weren't ready for because you didn't walk in prepared for that. Not only that, but they also earmark a lot of the money that they raise for things like Camp Discovery. Camp Discovery is a organization that provides a camp for children dealing with cancer. As you know, if you have cancer, if you have a child that has cancer, it requires a lot of work. It requires a lot of medical people to watch over them, and a lot of times they're not able to go to camp for that reason. Camp Discovery is specifically designed and geared for kids suffering from cancer, and so they allow these families to come in free of charge and give these kids a week that they'll never forget. The reason it's such the reason it's so touching for us is because my son Damon passed away from osteosarcoma bone cancer in April of last year. And that's how we got to know Tommy and Jana Bounds. They were there almost from day one. In fact, they were there from day one. I still can remember the pictures that Damon took with Tommy when Damon first walked into Christus Santa Rosa. And the relationship only grew from there. So it's with a lot of pride that I'm able to do something like this through Traders Village, who has been an incredible organization that gives so much back to the community. So I'm very proud to be here at Traders Village and being able to do something like this for an organization such as Teed Off at Cancer. We couldn't have done this alone, though. Part of the reason that we were able to do this was the people that took the photos with Santa Claus. That was certainly no easy task to deal with a bunch of crying kids who sometimes want to see Santa and sometimes don't necessarily want to see Santa. But the professionals at Party Time Pictures have always been there, have always stepped up, and have done just a phenomenal job keeping the cost down for families so that the families here at Traders Village can get a nice photo package with Santa Claus. And not only that, but Party Time offers up that as well to donate some of those proceeds back to the community as well. At this time, I'd like to introduce Rick, who's the president of Party Time Pictures, and Rick would like to say a few words as well.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Rick Crover. I'm the owner of Party Time Pictures, and we're very proud to be part of Traders Village and taking photos out here of Santa Claus. We've been doing it for about 7 years. And we have a blast, and thank you for everybody that comes out here and buys photos for us. So partial proceeds of that is giving out to a nonprofit every year, and this year we're really proud to be teamed up with Teed Off for Cancer. T-Bone, I just met him today, and he seems to be a great guy, and Jana. I'd like to also thank my team that worked with us. So Karen Garcia, she was our sales and coordinator, and Josh Pullen over there, he was our photographer, and Sonia was our printer. So Sonia Cruz over here, everybody give them a hand, please. And we also couldn't do it without the help of the Garcia family, who's setting up the equipment for us, which is Andres Garcia, Kyle, Xander, and Kaylani, and also known as Lala. And of course, working with Brian and Rudy is a pleasure. So, and last but not least, and they're not here today because they are in the North Pole, is Santa and Mrs. Claus, and we'd like to thank them also. So thank y'all for coming out.
Party Time Pictures has really been an integral part here at Traders Village, and if you're looking for people to provide, if you need photo booths and such like that for events, I highly recommend them. They're one of the biggest professionals that I've ever worked with, and just an incredible group of individuals. So it's really our honor that they come out and do this for us every year. At this time, I'd like to introduce the people that we're giving the check to, so that you can see a little bit about why we chose them and what they do here at the community. It's my pleasure, and certainly with a lot of pride, Tommy and Jana Bounds, founders of Teed Off at Cancer.
I do that a lot. First, I want to say thank you both very much for what you guys have done today and the donation to Teed Off at Cancer, because I promise you that the money that is going to be donated today to us makes a difference in a child and a family's life that's battling cancer. And we can't do it without the support of people like you and great organizations like this. So thank you very, very much for what y'all have done for us, and we're excited to be a part of this, truly, because the money that you raise will make a difference, and God bless.
And lastly, we're going to turn this over to Rudy Escamilla. Rudy is our general manager here at Traders Village. He actually has been here since day one, opened up the place. And so Rudy has been a huge part of making everything happen out here at Traders Village. And Rudy, along with Freddie the Flea here, will be presenting the check. Rudy?
I just want to say, we do a lot of things here at Traders Village. We do definitely give back to the community. Lots of school organizations, garage sales, fundraisers, wristbands, honor roll students, perfect attendance students. We definitely give back to the community. And as we're now turning 8 years old this month. So we've been here 8 years now. And every year we definitely give back to the community with our Santa Claus photos. Once again, thank Rick for doing these photos all this time with us. And this year, it's personally, the organization that we're giving it to this year, it brings me proud, makes me proud, because it's very close to home for us, and I just can't express the emotion going through it. The fact that we're able to do this and contribute it, this company is very great for that. So, without further ado, I'm really excited to present this check to Teed Off at Cancer here with Freddie. $3,500 we raised through Party Time photos that's going to Teed Off for Cancer. So awesome.
Literally $3,500 to Teed Off at Cancer, everyone. And again, this was just money raised from the portion of the proceeds that we take from taking photos with Santa Claus. There's definitely a lot of choices in San Antonio where you can take photos, where you can get pictures with Santa Claus, but none of them give back to the community. None of them take that money and use something more for it. At Traders Village, we don't want to just make a profit. We want to do something more than that. So we're very proud that we were able to do this. Very proud that we're able to donate $3,500 to Teed Off It Cancer this year. Thank you very much for coming out. Thank you so very much for visiting with our Santa Claus. Santa and Mrs. Claus will be back again next year, bigger and better. We're going to have a huge Christmas village in the back of the market next year. We encourage you guys all to come out. We'll have a lot more cosplayers out there as well. The Grinch will join us again next year. So we encourage everybody to come back to Traders Village. Traders is just a wonderful organization, a wonderful market, the best place you can find anything and everything you wanted and everything you probably didn't know you wanted. So it's with great pride that we're able to raise this kind of money for Teed Off It Cancer. And the only reason we raised this money was because of your patronage here at Traders Village and visiting with Santa and Mrs. Claus. So thank you, everyone here, and thank you for everyone that's watching. Couldn't have done it without you. And we hope to see you again here again at Traders Village. Wiggethons tomorrow and Sunday. We'll be giving away free presents starting at noon. We hope to see you then. And then the 26th and 27th, we have a pop swap and nerd stuff out at the Brown Market. So we have a lot going on here at Traders Village. Go to tradersvillage.com to find out a listing of all the events happening here. Thank you very much. See you soon.